Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? I just want to come on here and do a little recap. This is yesterday. I'm gonna do two videos today, so I didn't have time to post yesterday's recap. Yesterday was March 11th, my birthday, so I didn't have time to make a video. But I just want to come in here and talk about the trades I took yesterday. Um, yeah, I went 2 for 2 yesterday. Took two trades, and I'll just start from the top. We started on the 1 hour, went down, drew my draws of liquidity. So as you can see here, we just drew at the highs and lows, and the first trade was taken pre-market, but it was still after CPI. So we started off on the 1 hour, drew my highs and lows, my draws and liquidity for the day, things I was targeting, just hourly highs and lows, nothing too crazy. Drew this 1 hour fair value gap for later on. Go down to the 1 minute where I took my entry right here. So the first trade was around 9 o'clock, 9:10. It was just we saw a break of structure to the upside, and on this displacement we can see here at this, is it 9 o'clock? I think 9 o'clock, this 9 o'clock candle, we created a 5 minute fair value gap, as you can see right here. This is a 5 minute fair value gap. And on this 5 minute fair value gap, we saw displacement over it. I waited for a pullback to the 5 minute. Price respected the 5 minute, displaced off of it, and I was able to get an entry off the displacement of the 5 minute. Entered right here at 9:12. Right here, let me go to the 5 just to show you the 5 minute fair value gap. Oh, it's gonna be so annoying having to do this. But yeah, so see price displaced up, formed a 5 minute fair value gap right here. Price draw back down into it, and when price tapped into the 5 minute and rejected off of the 5, you can see I entered off that rejection. It's 9 o'clock. Price rejected. I was in profit. Went down for a little double retest onto that 5 minute. My stop loss was just below these lows right here when I first tested the 5. Hit my entry on the displacement. Came down a little bit. Edged my stop. I almost got stopped out. I would have been pretty mad if I got stopped out here, but edged my stop. Respected the 5 before going back up. I was targeting news candle wick right here. Right here we can see at 8:30 we had CPI. Price went up. By the way, I just want to say I'm so sorry for you guys that we got killed during CPI. I did not full port CPI, but I know so many people did, and you guys got killed. So I'm just sorry to hear that. But yeah, I was targeting CPI because CPI candles are very much, or just any red folder news candles are very much very strong draws of liquidity, and that's what I was targeting up here. It was a good 1 to 8 risk to reward. I don't my typical RR is usually like 1 to 3, 1 to 4, sometimes 1 to 2. But I had a good draw of liquidity here and a safe stop, protect the stop, so I was able to go for a 1 to 8 right here. Um, I went break even after price went up. I went break even once price took over these highs. So you can see right here. So at this point I was break even, but price kind of just soared up. Right here I was iffy because I was approaching market open, so I wasn't sure. I just held the trade. I had faith that price was going to take out the news candle, which it did, but I wasn't sure whether it was going to do that. I was worried it's going to come down just because 9:30 opening is a little unpredictable sometimes. But price was able to come up and just easily take my take profit. So that was the first trade for the day, pre-market. After we took out news, we kind of chopped for a little bit. Or as you can see here, price took liquidity and before breaking structure to the downside. Broke down, but this seems like a break of structure to the downside. But if you go to the higher time frames, like the 5 minute, we can see that it was kind of just retracing down after the big push up to take out news candles. So this is the trade I took right here. Price went up, chopped for a little bit before retracing down. It filled this 5 minute fair value gap right here, tapped in. It kind of went through a few fair value gaps right here. If we go into the lower time frame, it kind of pierced through a lot of these. There's a lot of different fair value gaps you can go to, but I kind of just waited for price to go through. I wasn't sure which one it was going to go down to, but it ended up going down to this one right here. At this point, I was honestly looking for shorts up here, which would have played out because I was targeting one of these fair value gaps. Just kind of, it was more of a discretionary trade, but I didn't take the trade at all. I kind of just wanted to continue going for longs. Um, but yeah, price kind of came down, respected these 5 minutes, retraced into the fives, as we can see right here. On this candle, price came down, respected the 5. That's where we get this candle right here is where we get the very first displacement off of the 5s, showing that we want to go back up. I did not enter here because I wanted to see more confirmation that we want to continue up. Price went up, pushed down just a little bit, respected a 1 minute fair value gap right here, and I entered once price respected that 1 minute off this bullish candle off the 1 minute right here. I entered here, stopped just below these lows, also paired with the below the 5 minute fair value gap, and it was a nice 1 to 5, almost a 1 to 5% reward. I was targeting, I think these were London highs or Asia highs. Asia highs. I was targeting Asia highs up here. Price came up, very quick trade, like 5 minutes, not even. Came up, hit my TP, and around this, I was done for the day. I made around 3,000 on the day right here. Let me see if I get. I'll pull it up later, but right here we can see I made around 3,000 for the day, right around here, and then I was done for the day. I didn't want to trade anymore, and after that, one thing that I've learned is that after price takes out the draws of liquidity, it tends to actually die for the rest of the day because it did its objective for the day, and it's really done. So that's how I would have been really doing. Once it takes out 1 to 2 draws of liquidity, I kind of call it for the day because price tends to chop a little bit. You could have got a nice short over here, but I was done. I know I think I saw some people take shorts over here, but after this 1 minute, after this 1 hour fair value gap. But yeah, that's the trade I took on March 11th. Very quick trade. I was done for the day at 10 o'clock. And yeah, that was a trade recap for March 11th. Solid day. I'll post I'll add a photo of just the confirmations we can see right here. I'll show you the chart confirmations right here. Just 2 trades. One right here, exit over here. One right here, exit up there. And that was it for the day, and I was done for the day. I didn't trade anything else, locked out. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below.